Hi, I'm Susan. I absolutely love scrapbook paper, and this is some of the prettiest scrapbook paper you can find. I have been so inspired by Kay and Trish of Crafting Cousins Creates. This is their paper crafting channel, and I have been binge watching their videos. Now I got this box of K-Cup, and it's very good thick cardboard, so I'm just taking a utility knife and cutting it down the seams. Now I'm just deciding on which pieces I'm going to use and how I want to decorate it. I'm going to do like a mixed media type thing, and I love this little stand, but it was just too large. I trim up the edges of my cardboard, and then I just lay it on top of my scrapbook paper and measure where I want to cut it. It's just a tad larger than my cardboard, which is fine because I will trim it after I Mod Podge it. And I decided that this piece of cardboard is a little bit too big, so I cut it down. After it's cut, I measure the second piece of scrapbook paper I have and cut that scrapbook paper out as well. Now I'm going to take my Mod Podge, and I'm just using the mat, and I just put a thin coat all over that piece of cardboard. You don't want it too thick. I just lay my scrapbook paper over the top, and then I just smooth it out with these tools that Plaid sent me. Plaid is the one that makes Mod Podge, and I am a Plaid ambassador, and they sent me this brayer, and I really love it. And now I'm just putting another thin coat of Mod Podge over the top. Now Kay and Trish has a tip where you can spray your paper with water and it makes it more pliable. I don't have a little spritzer bottle, but this worked out okay. And I do the same process with the second piece of cardboard. Now that my Mod Podge is dry, I just go along the edges and trim off the excess paper on both pieces. Now I'm just trying to think of a way to layer it and how I want to put this together. And I have this real pretty thin ribbon lace, and I just cut a piece for each sides. I'm going to fold the lace over so you can't see the cardboard, and I just use a tape runner because the lace is so thin any glue and stuff would show through. So this held it down pretty good, and so I just went through all 4 pieces and just taped them to the front. Now I just flip it over and I just tape the back. I fold it over and I just tape it with Scotch tape because this won't be seen. And I just tape down any edges that stuck up that didn't get taped well the first time. Now I'm trying to decide what to do about the edges of the second piece of cardboard. And I have this lace I got at Dollar Tree. And I just put the cardboard down and I try to wrap it around the edges the best I can. Hot glue was the best way of attaching this because it has like a little wire in it. I try to fold it down as best I can, and then I hot glue it to my first piece of cardboard. Now I want to embellish, and I have all these kind of cool stickers and gems and stuff. I got those half price at Hobby Lobby, the little red gems. The little silvery looking sticker I got at Dollar Tree. This sticker that I'm using I also got at Dollar Tree, but I wanted to have to be lifted a little bit, so I used some pop dots I got either at Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I'm not sure which one, but these are really inexpensive. And now I'm just playing around trying to decide how I want to decorate it and see what looks best. I just keep adding stickers, and I make a bow with the lace that I had used around the edge of the second piece of cardboard. I just make a single loop bow and just clip it, and then I just decorate the center with a different gem that I had. Now I use that lace and make a hanger for it on the back. And now I'm just going to use a solid color tan looking scrapbook paper to go over the bottom to make it look pretty and neat. Now I just fix what needs to be fixed, and here's how it turned out. Now I did add one more little sticker there to the right, but I love how this turned out. It's beautiful, and it was just so easy. You can use leftover scrap bits, stickers, all kinds of things you can do. I hope you like it. Today's challenge is a Save Our Earth collab. We craft with trash, and it is hosted by Crystal of the Purple Pixie, and this month is co-hosted by Danielita of Danielita AF. I will have both their channels listed in the description box down below, as well as the playlist. Come check out all the ways you can turn your trash into something beautiful or functional. For my second DIY, I got this candle at Walmart, and I love the jars. I have quite a few collection. This is the first time I've done a DIY with one, and I'm removing the label with the hairdryer, and I took the candle wax. I wish I could remember who told me about sticking the candle in the freezer, and once it's frozen, popping out the candle wax, because it took out most of that candle wax. And after I got the labels off, I just stuck my hairdryer down in there to heat up and just wiped out any residue that was left. Now I want to decorate my jar. And I loved this ribbon, but it was just a little bit too wide. So I went with another ribbon that I've always loved, and that's that burlap and lace ribbon that you get at Dollar Tree. And I just wrapped enough around the circumference of the jar and hot glued it down. Now I'm taking a sticker I got from Dollar Tree as well. It's another one of those pretty stickers like I had in my first project. And then actually this one was reusable because I had it on another project and it just peeled right off. So I used it again because I loved it so much. Now for this pretty wooden lid, I'm going to decorate the top with flowers and leaves. The other leaf was a little bit too big, so I only had 2 of the white roses, and to me 2 just didn't seem right. I needed a third, so I just decided to go with 1 rose and just decorate with greenery. And I just glued it down and just added and decided what I wanted to use until I was happy with what I saw. I just absolutely love the little fern bits. It came from off of one of the picks I got at Dollar Tree. I believe it was the little tiny roses. I'm not sure. But I love the way that looked. And I just added different kinds of greenery to it. And now my lid was ready to add to the jar. Easy peasy. And here's how it turned out. I think it's beautiful. It'd be perfect for your bathroom, for like Q-tips or cotton balls. And I'm going to have to decorate my other jars that I have. I have all different colors. For my third and final project, I'm going to take this little tray that a little dinner came in, and I'm going to coat it in spackle. And I'm going to leave it thinner in the bottom than I do around the edges inside. And I'm just going to make a trinket tray. And I coat inside and outside. Now that my spackle is dried, I let it dry overnight. I'm taking some of this apple barrel paint in the color parchment, and it's also a plaid paint. And I'm just going to paint a good coat over the whole thing. I think it took 2 coats, especially on the bottom. Once it had dried, I'm taking some of the ceramic coat in salmon, and I'm just doing a dry brush over the whole thing. I'm trying to get the colors to match my other 2 projects. And yes, this is also a plaid product, as well as the Waverly paint that I'll use next. Now this is Waverly chalk paint and moss. I didn't have a apple barrel anything in this color, and I just love that sagey looking green. And I didn't even change brushes. I just did a dry coat, just dipping a little bit out of the lid, and just went all over the whole thing. And once this dried, and it only took a few seconds, I didn't even have to get out the hairdryer, I start decorating it with this lace so it will match my first project. And I just hot glue it around the edge of my bowl. And you'll have to excuse my cats are playing in the background. Once I have it glued, I clip off the excess lace, and then I use some more of these Dollar Tree stickers and just cover that little seam. And now I just give a little coat of Mod Podge. I don't do a very thick coat. I just take a little brush and just brush over it, and I'm hoping anything that sits in there, it'll keep it from chipping the spackle. I just brush the Mod Podge on the inside. And here's how it turned out. I think it's cute as well, and I think it goes with my other 2 projects. I hope you like it as well. And here they all are. I really love how they turned out. I hope you did too. I think they coordinate well together. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you hadn't. Ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And until next time, bye y'all.